our next lesson. The 17th of June, a Tuesday. The weather's good at noon. I asked Tavis to go and get the boys. And when I grabbed my camera and started coming out, I saw the boys following him in to the training area. They know exactly that they're in school. And here's what we're going to do today. It's just Tavis and I today. We're going to put the goat harness on Alpha, and we're going to put the butt rope on him, and we're going to see if we have to deal with his concerns on the last lesson, which he was actually up on his hind legs. Beta just gets to watch today. You have the butt rope. We'll take it with us. We're going to tie him up at the tie ring and put the butt rope on, but we'll have a slip knot, so if he starts to get upset, we'll be able to deal with it. We're also going to be trying to attach a pull, if things go well, on his harness, and it's just going to be a lightweight metal rectangle like this. We'll use a chain to attach it. Easy unattach if we have trouble. We're going to do it first with Alpha, and then in a couple days, assuming the weather is going to be good, and it is predicted to be good, we'll do it with Beta. We're showing you our progress. I watched a YouTube video a couple nights ago where a lady had two alpacas that when she sat down at a certain place near the barn, they came running, and she did her training with them. They also knew it was time for school. Now, I'm not inclined to sit down anywhere and wait for them to come running, but I'm so proud that they were willing to just walk in when they saw Tavis and go to school. Now he has a leash butt rope, and it's under his tail. We'll see if we can walk to the tie ring on the tree. He just spit, and that can mean that he's a little bit upset. Beta's ears are back, and he's kind of waiting and watching. And we're doing this with Alpha today because he was pretty naughty on the last lesson, and it surprised me. And Tavis and I talked about it. We thought maybe somehow the butt rope was pinching him. But if that's the case, he needs to let us know that it's pinching him, and we'll fix it. He can't be rising up on his hind legs. Okay, now okay, he's having a little bit of problem with the butt rope again. We'll take this one step at a time. Yep, okay. It's coming down on his legs. Can you make it? Yeah, so that it stays up under his tail.
Might need another.
Yeah, okay, bring him here, but he'll start running around if it falls down on his legs. And I'm moving out of the way. So far, my supposition is being verified. He just didn't understand that feeling at the top of his legs. So now we have another dog leash. We've got to keep the butt rope, this is my hypothesis, up under his tail. And then it will be serving its function of keeping the harness in the right place on his back and belly, and we won't have to deal with his concern and reaction to his concern, especially if we've got him tied, harnessed to a cart. That's a good idea. He's just using another leash. Somehow wrap that around, or right. Now let's see what happens if my hypothesis is correct. When Tavis walks out, as long as it stays under his tail, we'll be okay. And so far, so good. He's just walking normally. Let's watch him. I'll carefully walk around here. The grasses are high again. It's hard to see where we are walking. Tavis, do you agree that we think we have solved the problem?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. All right, walk him around a little bit, like up and down the corridor, around the trees, and then take him to the tie ring, and with a slip knot, tie him there. And I'm going to bring the chain and the metal lightweight pole. And I'm sorry that I can't bend down and get all of this without causing you to look at what you may not want to look at with the camera, but I'm taking some clips with us. And one step at a time, good. One step at a time. Let's see if you can, I'll video this. You can put that chain, lengthwise.
Like this?
So that he can pull it. Yeah, but see, put the chain, wrap it through.
Yeah, so you want it like this. Just...
Yeah, I want it just as if he were doing farm work. I have these, oh, you have one like that, good, good. I used to have many of those. They became very expensive at the time of the pandemic. But we managed to reuse what we've used elsewhere for whatever it is we want to do. Now look how good Alpha's being. I'm very grateful. I'm very proud. I'm proud of my alpacas. I'm proud of me and Tavis figuring it out. And we'll see as we work today. As long as that butt rope stays under his tail, he's not worried, it appears. Beta is just grazing nearby. See, there's no manual to go by. There's no operations manual. We're just doing this one task at a time. What are your thoughts? Can you speak up for the camera?
There's only, hooks on both sides. If you have it on one side, it'll just be dragging on one side.
Okay, well, I want it dragging behind him, and I want to be able to remove it if he starts acting up. That may be difficult since there's only two of us today.
Yeah,
let's be inventive here to try to avoid issues. Remember, ultimately, these boys are going to be taking cart rides on the 20 lineal miles of trails that I have here at the ranchos around and near my property where no motor vehicles are allowed, but we still don't want them freaking out at anything that they may see or experience or feel. Oh, that's looking good. Okay, he's using instead of the chain. But you know what I do though? You've got it in the middle. Can you somehow string it along the end? Well, we'll see. Let's see if this works. I don't want it to. I want it to stay parallel to Alpha. So this, when we upload this video, if all goes well, it's going to be called. Now he might step on the. You've got to keep the lead, the drive lines up over his back, because he's stepping on them. which we didn't anticipate. We're taking this one step at a time. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, with one person, it's not gonna.
We saw him get upset because he felt something that he wasn't used to. So if you don't think we can do this safely today, this will just be a short lesson, or we'll just go and try to do the same thing with Beta, and we'll wait until we have another person or two to help us. If you can keep those drive lines from him stepping on them, and yet they allowing him to pull that lightweight pull, that would be great. But we have to be original here. We don't want him stepping into the pull. We don't want the pull drive lines touching him someplace where he's not used to being touched. And if we can't do it safely today, we'll do it another day with Alpha first and then Beta. This is like a dry run. We'll analyze the learning behaviors that we're having difficulty obtaining, and we'll figure out how to break it up into small steps safely. You're not sure. If you're not sure, we won't do it. You're just thinking it through. You're not sure. Okay, well then here's what I want you to do. Take it off. I've got this now documented on the video. But we're going to take Alpha out with the butt rope where it is, out to the back pasture. You remember that's where he got all upset and went up on his hind legs. We're going to make sure there's nothing out there that's going to spook him, because that's a perfect place to do our cart driving first. If we can do it in the back pasture, then we'll go to the big pasture, and then when we're sure these boys can pull a cart, we'll go out on the rancho's trails and invite the community to join us for a donation. Okay, now I'll follow you. You just do what you want to do as a teacher to Alpha when you're pretty sure he's learning what you're trying to teach him. The way I watch my YouTube videos, no matter how tired I am, I always try to watch at least one every evening that involves alpacas or alpaca fleece one way or another. And I'm hoping that when people discover my Urban Alpaca Girl shows, they'll follow along, because I'm showing viewers how to do it, not just how it looks when it's done. He's doing very well. The butt rope is, knock on wood, not bothering him at all. He's looking around. Here comes Beta. Remember, on the last lesson, Beta was very good. But he had had the butt rope on him before, and he had the goat harness on him, I'm pretty sure. Or he had our other makeshift harness, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't falling down on his back legs. Alpha's doing very, very well. He's getting an A. If you're not feeling any tension, and if you're not concerned at all, let's go into the big pasture. I'm not ready to go outside yet. Not until we have a bigger team in case there's trouble to go outside this railroad tie fence and be on the rancho's trails. I'll follow you into the big pasture. Do whatever you feel might be a bit of a challenge to them. And if there's anything that occurs that you didn't expect, let's discuss it on this Urban Alpaca Girl show video. Beta, I think, is going to follow. There's a slight breeze. It's about 12:15, 12:30, and it's not real hot. Next week it might become real hot. So we're going to do at least one more lesson this week, and then if it becomes real hot, we're going to work with the boys in the morning before it gets to high noon. Okay, and I'm going this way, the easy way out to the big pasture. And Tavis is taking Alpha to areas that maybe he hasn't been led in the past. But he's looking really good. You'll see him in a moment. Oh, and my sprinklers are on again. I just don't think I have enough water to keep that side of the pasture green all summer. But at least we've mowed it, and we're giving it some water. Here, it's nice and green. Frankly, in the mornings, when it's not real hot, they go out there in the yellow part of the pasture and lay down. I know I'm a distance away, but you see now Alpha and Tavis are approaching a sprinkler. Now, is that sound concerning to them? I doubt it, but we'll see. And you'll see, because I'm showing you on this Urban Alpaca Girl show. Tavis has stopped, which is a good idea if there's a concern. And I'm going to quietly try to walk over there. Closer. And there goes Beta. He's rolling. Alpacas love to roll. So when you do shear their fleece, you got to make sure you clean it because it's full of dirt and dust. I'm noticing that irrigation riser is irrigating behind the railroad ties, which I don't want. I want it to stay in front of the railroad ties. So when we're done with this lesson, I'm going to ask Tavis to walk out there and adjust the sprinkler riser. It's a constant battle. You have to do it. To keep irrigated pastures, you have to monitor it and adjust things. And it's one of the reasons I don't irrigate at night when the sun is down, because we don't tend to monitor when it's dark outside. And Michael is arriving in his truck at my auto gate. I'm going to show him what we were able to accomplish, because he was leading Alpha the day that Alpha got so upset with the butt rope. Tavis, when we're all done here, could you please remember to go out there and keep that sprinkler from sprinkling on the other side of the railroad ties? It just needs to be adjusted. Did you notice that it was sprinkling the trail instead of the pasture? Yeah, that one, where you were standing. You just have to adjust it so that it does 180 degrees instead of 360 or 270. Well, A+ to Mr. Alpha. You agree?
Yeah, as long as that's not like irritating, I think it's doing good.
Yeah, we have, I think, solved the problem. There likely will be more such problems, but if you watch our Urban Alpaca Girl show, you'll see how we analyze for a solution and do the exercise to show with outcome evaluation methods that the problem has been solved. And that is, in fact, what we were able to show today. And I'm so proud of my boys. I'm so proud of how they came up. Okay, that's his water tub, but let him enjoy it. He gets to have a reward. Know what they like, provide rewards, but I don't train with rewards. I train with pressure and remove the pressure when the right answer is given. And then they get to have a reward, like stepping into their water tubs, or we can turn the hose on and sprinkle them. Okay, now will he follow okay? Yes, he did. Fine. When he goes into his blue tub, he often just lays down in it, steps into it, and then relaxes in it by laying down on his belly in it. That's a reward. We put carrots out every morning, every evening. I didn't bring out any today right now, but between the 3 sheds and the feeders, there's a lot of carrots out here. They can keep filling their bellies with carrots all day, but we make sure that in the evening we fill them all again. Getting a little warmer, must be closer to 1. And the breeze doesn't seem to be providing any coolness to us right now. So we'll try this again. We'll try this again on Thursday and or Friday. Good. Good. He's reintroducing Alpha to the cart shelves. Each one of these boys is fully capable to pull each one of those 2 carts. And they can do it individually. I have them because I used to use them to train my horses and my mini cows. And I'm very anxious to hitch them to a cart one of these days, I think, yet this year. Okay, so for our next lesson, we're going to do the same thing with Beta, but we're going to be better prepared to put a pull on him. We'll think about that between now and our next lesson. I know we have the materials, the tack, we just have to assemble it and make sure the boys know what it feels like to pull something when they've got their harnesses on. Very good, boys. And before we quit this lesson, after we turn the camera off, let's talk about what we want to make sure we have here for the next lesson so that we can take Beta to the tie ring and put the pull behind him and in such a way that he doesn't feel the pull straps or chain on his legs. Okay, we've got the butt ropes, which are dog leashes on the ground. Beta is watching, patiently waiting for Alpha to be untacked. They have their blue tub over there. We don't have the team member who always goes there after the lesson to turn on the hose today. Very nice. And Tavis, before we turn the camera off, I want you to describe close to the camera so that the viewer hears you how you approached the boys today. They were out in the big pasture, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, talk loud so they can hear you. How did you approach them? What did you do to say we're going to school?
I just said, it's time, let's go. They were laying down when I was walking out there. They were watching me the whole time coming up.
Yeah.
By the time I got there, they stood up and just started
Following you?
Started walking around, so I got behind them and they knew just where to go.
We didn't even need an arm extension. You remember how we had to use all that equipment?
Yeah.
So is it your feeling that they knew it was time to have a lesson?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
They knew it time.
Okay. Well, it makes us feel good. I hope it makes you feel good, and I hope you can do the same thing with your alpacas. And thank you for being available today, Tavis. Tavis didn't know much about livestock when he first started working with me, but he's certainly learning, and he's learning quickly. And off we go outside of our small area, and then Tavis will help me upload this video, and we'll open all the gates. And I'll get my carrying case for carrots to bring them out later, closer to dark. You'll put the tack away too, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all for today. Sonia Sokolow, the Urban Alpaca Girl. Sonia Sokolow at gmail.com. SONYASOKOLOW at gmail.com, or make a comment on this video. And please subscribe if you want to be notified when another video is uploaded.